Huh.
Hello there. For tonight's shave, we're going to be using my Ever-Ready 500 PBT that has been restored with a 19mm gold nib Finest F2 knot. I'm going to set that to soak in the water a bit while we talk about the rest of the shave. The razor tonight is a special for me. This has been one of my very favorite razors for almost the whole time that I've been straight shaving. The only thing I've used longer is my father-in-law's Boker. I bought this razor for $1. It used to have Tasmanian Blackwood scales on it. I rescaled it, finished it. There's a video of the makeover that I just did to this razor on my home razor restoration tab playlist here on YouTube. But it was one of my first restores, and I didn't do as good of a job as I can now. So I remade this razor, or did a makeover on this razor. It's my 9/16 Genco Grant Shave. And it has now an Australian wood called Yellow Cirrus on it for the scales, with a black ebony. I used the same wedge, just reshaped it a bit for these scales. Black ebony wedge. I put a wonderful edge on it last night, and we're going to give her a go. This is her maiden voyage in new dress, and we're using Strop Shoppe Date Night. Thanks, Emmanuel Goldstein. I debated for a long time redoing that razor. I knew that I could do a better job on it, but I was afraid to take it apart. Well, not afraid to, I was reluctant to take it apart because I liked the Tasmanian Blackwood scales really well. The problem with it was that the razor, I had not got the blade as clean as I would have liked to the first time around, and I had cracked the Tasmanian Blackwood scales installing them, and I stabilized them with some CA or super glue, and they've lasted almost 1.5 years. But it's just, there were mistakes on the razor, mistakes on the scales, and I knew that I could do much better. And on top of all that, let me add some water to this. On top of all that, this is one of my very favorite razors as far as shaving. It shaves absolutely wonderfully. And I just came to a point where I understood that, hey, I would really like to do it justice and make it better, because I knew that I could. Now this Strop Shoppe, this Date Night, is a wonderful tallow-based soap. It doesn't take much at all to make a lather from it. It's got a wonderful, I think it smells a lot like many of the modern kind of eau de toilettes aimed at men, younger guys in their 20s and 30s. I expect that's why it's called Date Night, because us older guys, we've already bit the bullet and married. And, you know, some of us still go out on date nights with our wife, but anyway, that's a good idea. But it's a lovely scent. The performance of the soap itself is really good. It's got a good slickness. It's got good cushion if you're into that. It's a lovely lather. The scent is nice. To me, the only thing about this soap I would change, and I'm not calling it a negative because it's not, depending on who you are, is I would make the scent just a bit stronger. But you guys know me. I like them from very mild to very wild. So as far as that goes. But yeah, this scent is a lovely scent, and I would love it if it had been just a little bit stronger. Oh yeah. Lovely. Not that I expected anything else from this blade. It's been a good friend for a long time. And I've gotten a lot of wonderful shaves from it. So I knew that it would be a wonderful, wonderful shaver. I like the way it feels. Changing the scales. And, you know, I don't know if you can see it. If you look right along there the other day, yesterday when I shaved, I posted a video of it. It was Vanulai's What's Up from Monica Gillum, kind of a soap made for Anthony Esposito. But anyway, I said I had moved the razor in the wrong direction. Well, I moved it like that, and there's a little mark here. It never bled or anything like that, so it was light. But I knew that I had moved that razor and that I thought I was gonna bleed, but gotta watch straight razor, any razor, but particularly a straight with things like that. But it happens. Lovely soap. But anyway, going back to what I was talking to with the scales, changing the scales. The weight of the scales are different. I chose to make a slimmer profile to them. It's changed the way the razor handles. It's much more balanced. Before it was a bit handle heavy or scale heavy. It's a bit more balanced. It's lighter in the hand. It's a bit sleeker feeling. That's something that is interesting to observe. Is the difference that different types of scales their shape, their weight has on a straight razor. I think I did good. I like the way that it feels better now than I did before. Feels like it's a lot more maneuverable, that the razor might be more precise. Like that a lot. All right, last pass. It's nice to have my sink back again, those of you that have been following me. The tailpiece, the piece that actually the drain is connected to in the bottom of your sink, that goes down and connects to that little elbow joint. It's called a tailpiece. For those of you that don't know, I didn't know until it broke. The tailpiece broke in my sink, and I shaved yesterday with a bowl in my sink. Take care of a little nick there. Couple of them. Anyway, so it's good to have my sink back. Gonna need a little bit of styptic. That's not a problem. Lovely. I just reopened that. I nicked myself there yesterday. Did that upper pass up under my lip there just a minute ago and reopened that. My skin is so smooth. When I wet my hands and rub across it, it's squeaky. I like that. We're going to go with Barbasol Pacific Rush for an after shave. Love Barbasol products. The aftershaves, the brisket's my favorite, but they're both just wonderful. They do what an aftershave should do. So they soothe the irritation and they make your skin feel wonderful. And it costs less than $2. So, I mean, hard to beat that. Anyway, that's been the shave, gentlemen. Thanks for joining me on the maiden voyage of the makeover of my Genco. And God bless you. I will talk to you again next time.